just learn regarding the approach, causal theory as well as Lopez theory. So as I've told, so these, they have given their explanation independently. Okay. So first we'll see what this person has explained, and next we'll go for Lopez concept. Okay. So now this person, causal, he has explained his theory based on ion formation. Okay. How ionic compounds will combine with one another to form a bond, to form a chemical bond. So that was explained by causal. So he took a simple example. He has taken the elements which is present in your first group, that is nothing but what we call it as alkali metals. Okay. So he has taken those alkali metals as well as the halogen, 17th group element he has taken. Halogen he has taken as an example. So he knows that between alkali metals as well as if you go with the halogen, okay, see 17th, then 18th, see when you are writing electronic configuration of your writing for based on atomic number, 17th, 18th, then again 19th group will comes under alkali metals. So here 17th, 18th, so 19th will come under first group. So you can say that between the halogen as well as alkali metal, you are having your noble gas configuration. So this also will try to attain this configuration and this element. Okay, so these elements also will try to attain, because this comes after 18th, right? So 19th element, it comes after 18th element, right? So he said to attain this noble gas configuration, what these elements will do, see these two, the elements which is present under this, so that will go, see these two also. So generally if I say either the elements will gain the electron or losing of electron will take place. So if you consider the 17 group elements, so these will go for bonding by gaining of electron. It gains electron. So if you go with the 19th group, it goes by losing of electron. It will go or it will attain that 8 electronic configuration. Okay. So now we'll see with an example how it is possible. Now I take 17th group as well as 19th group element. Okay. One example, alkali metal I take. Okay. So from alkali metal I can take the example that is sodium. Okay. What is atomic number of sodium? So that goes with 11, right? So 11 electrons are present in it. So 9 electronic configuration. 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, so total 10, 3s1. So what is the outermost shell configuration? That is third shell. It is having only 1 electron. So what these elements will do, alkali metals, which is all elements will come, all the elements goes with this kind of method. Okay. So what that elements will do, see, last shell is having 1 electron. Gaining of 7 electron to attain, see, to become stable. So this, shell, to become stable, it has to take total 7 electrons. 7 plus 1, 8 it will become, so that it will become stable. But gaining of 7 electrons, it is difficult, because these are nothing but like small atoms, right? So it is difficult to gain those electrons. So what it will do, it will go for losing of electron. Losing of 1 electron is easier than gaining of 7 electrons, right? Okay. So what it will do? It will lose this 1 electron. So what will happen if it loses electron? Now these will be considered as the last shell. Second shell will be considered as last shell. So 6 plus 2, 8. So that we can say this will attain stability or 8 electronic configuration. So here Na, it loses 1 electron. Okay. So nothing is in the sense, no one is in. So it loses 1 electron. So that electronic configuration of sodium will be 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. So this will be the last one. 6 plus 2, 8. Now it is stable. Now it loses electron, right? The losing of electron will be considered as positive sign. So atom will form an ion. So this is your sodium atom. Here sodium ion formation will take place. Sodium ion. Okay, so this is nothing but sodium ion. So this is positive charge, in the sense cation formation will take place with your sodium. Okay. Now see, it it has lost its electron and it forms ion. Now losing in the sense by simply like losing of electron is not possible. Someone should be there to take that electron also, right? So which element can take the electron? Your 17th group is ready to gain. Why it is ready to gain? See, now I will take the 17th group. One example I take with your chlorine. So what is the atomic number of chlorine? That is 17. Okay. So electronic configuration you write 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, total 10, 3s2, 3p5. So last shell, that is third shell, right? So how many electrons it is having? 5 plus 2. So this will have total 7 electrons in its outer motion. To attain totally as configuration, in a sense, to attain the stability, how many electrons it needs? It just needs 1 electron because it needs 8 electrons to become stable. So it needs just 1 electron. Now how many electrons it is ready to gain? It is ready to gain or it wants just 1 electron. So from where it can gain? These kind of elements, in the sense alkali metals it can gain, because alkali metal can be used only 1 electron according to its configuration. So now it will lose electron, right? So that electron will be taken by this chlorine. Now this is your chlorine atom. Okay, so it will be taken by your chlorine, so that it will become Cl minus. Why Cl minus? By gaining of electron, it will get the charge. Okay, chloride ion formation will take place. Now, if you write electronic configuration of this, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6. Last shell, that is 6 plus 2. Total 6 plus 2 in the sense 8 electrons it is having. So chloride ion formation will take place. Chloride ion. By then, see what we can say, Na plus sodium ion and chloride ion. See, ion formation will take place in both the cases. These will combine with one another by forming a bond, chemical bond that takes place, and formation of a molecule. Sodium chloride molecule formation will take place. NaCl will be formed in this order. The same thing will take place with your ionic compound. Okay. So according to causal theory, the elements, it will attain that stable electronic configuration. In the sense, 8 electrons in its outermost shell, either by losing electron or by gaining electron. You can take some other, you can try with calcium fluoride. Try calcium fluoride. Okay. Write the electronic configuration of calcium. 1 electron will be there in outermost shell. So it will lose, sorry, not 1 electron, 2 electrons will be there with calcium. Okay. Alkaline earth metal, second group element. So it loses 2 electron. Okay. By giving 2 plus 2 electron it is losing. Same thing if you go with the fluorine atom. Okay. Fluorine atom, it will just need electrons. How many electrons it is present? See, these are giving 2 electrons. So 2 fluorine will take that 2 electron. Okay, to form fluoride, minus charge will get. Okay, so minus charge will be formed with the 2 fluoride. So you will get the compound like Ca2 plus as well as F minus combines, you are going to get calcium fluoride. Okay, so according to this theory, causal he has told, just to attain that 8 electronic configuration, the elements can lose electron as well as the elements can gain electron by forming a chemical bond. Electrostatic force of attraction will be there. Okay, strong force of attraction will be there between them. So due to that reason, it can hold with one another and formation of a molecule will takes place. Okay, but later on he has seen. Okay, so when he has gone through with the still number of compounds, he got to know like the theory, it is not possible for all the compounds or all the elements. Okay, there are certain differences are there based on electron. Okay, so that was explained by next theory approach. So we will see later. Okay, regarding that we will see later. So this is regarding causal approach. Now the next approach will be considered as Lewis theory. Now what this scientist has told, according to him, which is present. Now you see atom in the sense center nucleus will be there. It is having its shell. The electrons will be revolving. Correct? Okay. So it will be having electrons around it. So according to Lewis, the inner shell, in the sense inner shell electron as well as nucleus, it will not go for bonding. Okay, the inner electrons, it will never go for bonding. Only the outer electrons which will go for bonding. Why it will go for bonding? Just to attain that 8 electronic configuration, so that it becomes stable in nature. Okay, so he has told the inner electron as well as the nucleus he consider as kernel. Kernel is nothing but it is your nucleus plus inner electron. Okay, will be considered as kernel. So he has told this kernel will never go for bonding. Only the outer electrons will go for bonding, just to attain that stable electronic configuration. Okay. So this person, he has told, it is not necessary that we can go with either losing of electron or gaining of electron. Sometimes it can go with sharing of electrons also. Okay, the elements can form a molecule. Atoms can combine with one another to form a molecule. So it either by losing electron or by gaining all electron or by sharing of electron. That sharing of electron has been explained by this theory. So to notify all the elements, in the sense the electrons which is present in the outermost shell, which will be called as valence electron. So the electron which is present in outermost shell will be considered as valence electron. Write down electron present in outermost shell will be called as valence electron, and the shell will be considered as valence shell. So you can call it as valence shell electron or valence electron. The electron which is present in the outermost shell, that will be considered as valence electron. So now if you will go with some of the elements, okay, second group, paired elements are considered: lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon. We will consider these elements. Okay, second paired elements. So here Lewis said, okay, to notify the valence electron, in the sense the electron which is present in the large shell, that we can denote by a dot. Okay, so we can represent by a dot. Okay, so the Lewis electrons. So we will see how we are going to represent that Lewis dot. Now if you consider the electronic configuration of lithium. So it comes, how many electrons are present in lithium? So that is nothing but number of electrons, that is 3, right? So number of electrons which is present in lithium, that is 3. So electronic configuration, when you are writing, you are going to write 1s2, 2s1. The last shell is having only 1 electron. So that we are going to represent as 1 dot. So around lithium, if we represent 1 dot, we can say that is nothing but valence electron. Okay, so we can say valence electron. See, this is electronic configuration. Okay, so number of electrons, electronic configuration, as well as this is valence electron. So valence electron will be 1. Okay, now if we consider beryllium. So beryllium, if we consider the number of electrons which is present over here, that is 4, right? So electronic configuration comes as 1s2, 2s2. See, second shell, in the sense you are having 2s2, 2p also, p orbital also present. So you can say, okay, 2s is an s orbital, that is filled, then why it is unstable in nature? You can ask. But the thing is, you know, second shell, in the sense it just don't have 2s, it is having 2p also. Now 2p is not there, it is unfilled, so it is unstable in nature. Okay, so 2s2. So how many electrons are present in last shell? The valence electron, it is 2. So represent 1 dot, 2 dot. Next, We'll go with the boron. Boron 5. Okay, so number of electron boron 5. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. According to this right electronic configuration. So here it comes as 1s2, 2s2, 2p, 1. So how many electrons are present in the last shell? So that is 3. So represent 1, 2, 3. Okay. Next for carbon, 1s2, 2s2, 2p, 2. Right? So 4 electrons in this last shell. So 1, 2, 3, 4. In the same way, write total 7. 1s2, 2s2, 2p, 3. So total 5 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 electrons. Okay. Oxygen. So oxygen 1s2, 2s2, 2p, 4. 4 plus 2, that is 6. Right? So 6 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fluorine 1s2, 2s2, 2p, 5. So total 5, 6, 7 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Neon 1s2, 2s2, 2p, 6. So total 8 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is the representation of Lewis dot structure. So he said valence electron we can represent by dot. So what is the application of this Lewis dots? So we can identify the number of valence electrons. By seeing this we can say anything. That is nothing but one valence electron present. For example, oxygen. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can say 6 valence electrons are present in it. By seeing Lewis dot structure, that we can see. And another, by seeing that Lewis dot structure, we can represent valency also. What is in a valency? Valency is nothing but combining capacity of an element. Combining capacity of an element. Okay. In a sense, how many electrons will go for bonding? So these are the electrons which is present in the last shell. In that electrons, how many electrons can gain or which can lose, okay, as well as which can go for sharing. Okay, so that we consider as valency. The combining capacity of an element will be considered as valency. So by seeing this, how we can check the valency? See, here till 4, when valence electrons are till 4, till here, the same number we can consider as valency. Okay. So now here valence electron is 1. So the same number will be considered as valency. So 1 electron will go for bonding. So beryllium valence electrons are 2. So same thing. Boron 3. Carbon 4. So the same number of electrons will go for bonding. After this, what will happen? All the electrons will never go for bonding. Okay. Only some. So how we are going to consider? 8 minus valence electron we have to do. After this, what we have to consider? 8 minus valence electron. Okay, after 4. So 8 minus 5. So that is nothing but 3. Right? So 8 minus 6. That is 2. 8 minus 7. 1. 8 minus 8. That is 0. In the sense, nitrogen if we will consider only 3 electrons from its last shell, it will go for bonding. Okay, it is having 5 electrons, it is out of motion. But in this 5 electron, only 3 electrons will go for bonding. In the same oxygen, only 2 electrons will go for bonding. Okay, so you can see double bonds in oxygen, triple bond in nitrogen. Okay. So now fluorine if we consider only 1 electron. So it is having 7 electrons in its outer motion. Just 1 electron will go for bonding while sharing will take place. Okay. Neon, it is having 8 electrons in its outer motion, stable, so no electron will go for bonding. So valency will be 0. So by seeing Lewis dot structure, we can identify valence electron as well as valency.